Hello, everyone. It's William here at Allegory Gallery, and I actually made it a little bit early today. How about that? It's pretty wild, huh? Um, so I hope you're doing well out there. It feels like it's been so long since I've seen y'all. Um, was I here Monday or was Andrew? Andrew was here Monday, right? I think. Boy, I can't remember what's going on in my life. What was I doing that I wasn't here? I can't remember. Um, It's a blank. It's all a blank. But I do hope that you are doing well out there. It's been a crazy busy day for me. I pretty much hit the floor running today as I got out of bed. Had a lot to do for my other job here today, so I've been working on things like that. Um, Also had to take our car in for an inspection. So our little car got an inspection today, and we also had to have the right rear wheel bearing changed. Our car was making a lot of noise for quite a while. And it was a very loud kind of humming, kind of like that kind of noise that drives you crazy. Um, and we thought it was the muffler. And so we had the muffler checked a few months ago, and they said there were no leaks in the muffler. We were like, what's going on then? They said it might be the ballast or who knows what it could be. So we had them check, and it wasn't the muffler. It was the right wheel bearing, right rear wheel bearing. And so that was a costly little thing to have replaced. Um, but now the car is back to being quiet again, which is so nice. Hello, Donna. Thank you for tuning in. It is so nice because I have been mostly driving that car around. For a long time, I was driving the van around, and Andrew was driving the smaller car when he was going to Touchstone and Contemporary Craft and things. Um, but now I've been driving it around a lot, and it was loud. It was loud. It's amazing how much quieter it is now once you fix the things that are going wrong, right? And then since we had that work done, I then came home, and it has been a beautiful day, absolutely gorgeous day here in Ligonier. And it was up to I think 65 today as a high, beautiful weather. And so I took the opportunity to clean out the car, which is something that hasn't happened in quite a while. And after many road trips and shows and things that we've done, and a lot of traveling back and forth to Pittsburgh and Farmington, uh, it needed it. So I gave it a quick clean. It took about 2 hours because I got in there and was scrubbing things and cleaning things and vacuuming it out and all that. Still didn't get the windows done, which I wanted to, cleaning the windows and cleaning the trunk. So it took about 2 hours or an hour and a half or so to do that much. So that was pretty much my day. And then I ran up here to the cottage and wanted to get on live here and find some things to show you. Andrew had mentioned I don't know if it was yesterday or the day before, he had mentioned that he was that we had some kits, and you may not have seen them, and he was talking about doing a kit review. And so I figured, why not? Let's show you some kits. You may have missed them. Maybe they weren't on your radar back then when we were showing them to you. So maybe you didn't happen to see them. So, or maybe you weren't looking for them and didn't really want them back then. Maybe now you will. So we have a lot of kits in stock in the online store, tons and tons of kits. It's been a busy year making kits, and we've made hundreds of them this year. There are a lot of them in the online store still, so if you're looking for some inspiration, it's a great chance to grab some inspiration. We all get stuck in the mud a little bit sometimes. We all don't quite know what to do. We look at the same old beads that we have every day. We're sitting down to and looking at them and still don't know what to do with them. It happens to everybody. So we figure these are a great way, an inexpensive way to maybe just jolt you into creativity again. And so it may be a color you don't normally work with. It may be a style or a shape of something you don't normally work with. And it gives you the opportunity at an inexpensive price to kind of throw yourself out of your comfort zone and force yourself to work with something different. So that's what the inspiration kits are for. That's why we make them. Some of them are bigger than others. Some of them are smaller. Some are more expensive. Some are inexpensive. So we try to have a little bit of everything for everyone, because we know that creativity can come and can go. And I just finished listening to Big Magic. And Andrew talks about that book sometimes quite a bit. But she talks about that in the book, about how, you have to stay open to creativity. And even if you are not always inspired to do something, you should try to keep creating. And creativity is kind of like a spirit that will find you. And if you are open to it, and if you are continuing to create, that spirit can find you and can give you that energy and give you your next big thing. So I think that's really a cool concept, and that's why I really like these ideas of these inspiration kits. Just because if you're in a funk, they still give you a way to try to keep that creativity going. Still trying to figure out new colors or new shapes or new patterns using the kits. So hopefully you'll like that. What else is going on for us before we get into it all here? Please make sure you share this video. Please share this video for us. That would mean a lot to us. Right now I have 7 people watching. That's not a lot. And I know on these kit reviews, any review video, we always get fewer people watching, because they're like, I probably saw that, but you may not have, but they still don't watch. So please hit the share button if you can, or if you would, share publicly, let people know we are here. And I know I started a little bit early today, so that may have thrown some people off. And people know that I sit here and chit chat for a long time with y'all before I actually do anything. So how are you all out there? I wasn't here Monday because of Halloween. That's what it was. Boy, that feels like 2 weeks ago. That feels like 2 weeks ago, y'all. And that was just 2 days ago. I had the Halloween the Halloween trick-or-treat in town. And we stay open from 5 to 6 to give out candy at the store. So that's where I was, seeing all the amazing costumes that people had, adults and kids too. Everyone had great costumes. Everyone was having a lot of fun, in a good spirit. It was a beautiful evening. And so that's what I was doing on Monday. So that's why Andrew did the live on Monday. Andrew did the live yesterday because I was at my other job as usual. I was doing a lot of work for that job today too, while I was waiting for the car to be done. And they estimated it would take about 2.5 hours for the car to be done. They did in like an hour and 15 minutes. It was crazy. So thankfully, they got it done fast, and I got enough time to clean out the car. So that was great. Last night, Andrew was working on some projects. I think it was for New York Jewelry Week, which we are going to here in just a short amount of time. And then what did I do last night? Oh, I set up the laser last night. So I think Andrew told y'all we finally got a laser. We were able to do it using Affirm, which we use in our store too, which is ShopPay. They're tied together now. But thankfully, that was able to happen, and we were able to price that out over a number of months, so that it's not something that's too terrible on our budget, because we're heading into the very slow season right now. And so right now, until you get into about after Thanksgiving, the month of November can die. It pretty much dies business-wise. So we're trying to do things and think of things we can do to pick up. We have to put a lot of our energy into making new things for the Handmade Arcade in Pittsburgh, because we're going to be in that. Hallelujah. That's a nice thing. It's an amazing thing that we're able to get in. We know crafters who have been trying to get in for years, and we feel bad that we kind of jumped the line, but we're also very happy that we were able to jump the line this year. That does not mean we will be in it next year, though. So this is our one chance to kind of make a statement, and get people to know us, and hopefully we can continue to do it next year, but we'll see. You have to be joined in every single year. So hopefully we'll be able to continue doing that. But the laser setup that I did is a big part of that, and a big part of trying to make things for that. We have some wholesale orders that we're going to be working on with the laser. And then we can also get back, I can put our pendants back in the online store, because I had to take them all out because I didn't want anybody ordering them because we weren't sure we were going to be able to get and afford a laser. So that's what I did. It took hours last night to set up the laser because I had to, we put it in the dining room. I think Andrew told you that. And the dining room is the room we use the least in the house. I don't know if that's you too, but we don't actually eat in the dining room much. When we have company and guests, we usually eat in the dining room and hang out there and make stuff. When Cynthia and Azalea come up, we make stuff there and hang out there. But mostly we are living room people. So the laser's now in the dining room, and I had to disassemble not only the old laser in parts, because we got a refurbished model is what happened. And so they don't send you everything. So we had to take some of the parts from our laser and use it in the new laser. I had to disassemble the actual stand that the laser was on, because we use a large dresser. The laser is large. So we had a dresser in the house that has a nice marble top to it that would be secure and hold the laser. And we didn't have anything else really already ready downstairs for that. So I had to move about 200 boxes, maybe 150 boxes of rocks and fossils that are in the dining room over. They're still in the dining room. They're just now over further. Then had to disassemble the dresser to bring it downstairs. A marble top that is, like 4 or 5 feet long. Not light, y'all. Not light, I will tell you that. So disassembled the dresser, brought that downstairs myself, got everything set back up, got the laser set up, did a test run, and I will tell you, if you remember the Wistful Sheep pendant or brooch pin that we did, it's still available. Maybe not. I may have taken it down. It will come back. That was a bear to print with the other laser, because there was a part that it would always stall out on. And I have redone that design 50 times, and it still every time would find a part and stop and just cancel out, and just the laser would literally just stop and think it was done, but it wasn't. So I tried printing that last night, and it printed, or cut out. Amazing. So that should mean that all of the trouble we've had with our old laser, I hope, knocking on wood right now, I hope that's real wood. This is real wood, at least. All the trouble we had with our old laser, hopefully, will not be trouble anymore. So hopefully, all the designs that we had started to make that were giving us trouble and we thought that we were doing something wrong might have just been the laser. So that's nice and hopeful for me that we can do more things easily now again. Okay, now I'm going to catch up with the comments. Hello, Suzanne. Thank you for tuning in. Hello, Marianne and Amanda. Thank you. Hello, Donna. Thank you for choosing to be with us today. We appreciate that. Oh yeah, Donna won the swag bag. Congratulations on that. That was an amazing thing, right? All you have to do is give your email address. Put in your email address and you get entered to win. How amazing is that? I think that's a good thing. Suzanne is now on YouTube. Thanks for joining us on YouTube. Yeah, we're trying to get things going on YouTube. We are at the monetization level. So we are all approved. Everything should be heading in the right direction. We have chosen the kind of ads that we want for our videos, and I think that was the last step. So there may be ads in our videos now that we may be making money on. I don't know, but they don't happen on the lives. So we do mostly lives there right now, and we are planning to do more on YouTube. If not before, in the new year, we will be doing more. So look forward to seeing some nice things coming up there. We're going to do some basics and some, how-tos and things like that. So it's going to be good. It's going to be good. And a lot of people do that stuff. You can find that stuff all over, but everyone has their own style. And if you like our style, hopefully you will watch ours. Marion says, nasty cold here in Canada, only 23 and snowing. I'm kind of ready for the snow. I know. I don't want to call it too. I don't want to call it in too soon, right? I don't want to call it here quite yet, but I'm getting there. I'm listening to Christmas music, y'all. Are you doing that? I am. I'm already doing it. I will admit it. I love Christmas music, actually. And pretty much all Christmas, there's not a lot of Christmas music I don't like. So I especially love classics, though. And Christmas was always a good time in my life. It was always a time of kind of warmth and family and love. And so I really relate to Christmas and I really like it. So started listening to Christmas actually on Halloween Day. I was listening to it. Louis Armstrong, the people behind his estate or whatever, whoever it is now, are doing. They did released his first ever holiday album. So if you've not heard that or listened to that, it is now out on most on Spotify and Apple Music and all that. So I also ordered the vinyl, the record, because I think it's really cool, and I do love his music. So, of course, there's songs most people have heard before, right? But they're all in one album now, and it's a holiday album, and you can put it on the record player and let it run. So that's exciting to me. I'm looking into trying to get a new record player. I have one that's kind of a cheapy one, and I was using it for a while, and the more I read about it, I read that they can damage your records more than anything else. So I want to try and upgrade it to one that is probably going to be better for my records, that won't damage them as much. So my Christmas present to myself or my family who wants to get me anything, or Andrew who wants to get me anything, they can all go in and get me a record player, because that's what I want. Turntable nowadays, right, everybody? Donna says, I ordered a couple more that I've been looking at for a while. Thank you. I saw your order. Thanks so much. We appreciate that. Suzanne says, I just ordered some kits that I must have missed when they first come out. Right? You can do that. You can miss them. And so that's why I want to take you through and show you some. Pictures are always in the online store, but sometimes it's just nice to see a video and, kind of get an idea of what they really are like. Cindy's feeling yucky. Oh no, but on the mend. That's good. That's good. Hopefully you feel better soon. It's no good to feel yucky. I know. We had COVID for 12 days. Not fun. Not fun. Dawn has been super busy playing catch up from my weekend. That's nice. I guess, maybe. People ask us how things are, and when I say, oh, we're busy, most people take that as like the store is busy and there's lots of people, and that's not what we mean generally, especially right now. I think we had one sale in the store today. So that tells you how not busy it is. At least yesterday was a 0 day. We didn't have a single sale in the store yesterday. I don't think we didn't have a sale in the store on Monday either. So Monday and Tuesday both were 0 days at Allegory Gallery. As far as in-store, there may have been some invoices that people paid or that I sent out, but in-store, that's it. Today we had one sale. So when we tell you that it's slow, it's slow. We're not making, we're busy, but we're not busy that way. We're busy preparing and doing things behind the scenes to try to do things for the future. So we get it, Donna. We get being busy, playing catch up. It's never fun, but it's good to get caught up, right? That's the good thing. Let's see here. Susan says, glad to hear about the new laser. Thank you for joining us. And yeah, it's exciting. It's exciting. Oh, there's Andrew. He's here now. Probably been here for a while. I'm just getting through the comments. Andrew says, about Handmade Arcade. Even people who were in it last year didn't get in this year. From what the promoter said, it's a 50-50 chance. Andrew says you did a good job. Andrew was working hard on some of his things, like I was telling you. So you did a good job too, Andrew. I saw them. You showed them to me. I like it. Hello, Sandra. Just made it in. Thanks so much for joining us. Please hit that share button. Share with the world. Share with the world. Let's see here. Suzanne says it's 80 here. Horrible. 80 is pretty hot for November, I would say. Now, I'm not from down south, but 80 is hot for November. Susan's taking down Halloween decorations, putting up harvest decorations. That's nice. You're not skipping Thanksgiving. I was talking, I was talking to the checkout person at the store the other day, and trying to make conversation, and we were talking about how everybody skips Christmas, and I said Thanksgiving needs to up its game, right? We need to get some more Thanksgiving music. We need to get some more Thanksgiving, different kinds of decorations, or give it some kind of, other mascot other than a turkey that you're going to eat. Maybe, I don't know, because I think Thanksgiving is a very important holiday. Not for what it generally is, we have to remember what actually happened, but I think the essence of Thanksgiving, of being thankful, of being grateful, and having gratitude is something that is a good, kind of primer to going into the Christmas season or the winter holiday season, whatever you celebrate. And I think it's important not to just toss out Thanksgiving, but to rather make it more special. I think should be a goal, and to make it actually something, and allow people to be thankful and be grateful and have this moment to kind of reflect on that. So good for you. Good for you. Marion says traditional Christmas songs are nostalgic. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. And I love them. Donna says, oh gosh, I love Louis Armstrong, right? Me too. And also Apple TV. If you have the Apple TV, or even on other streaming services like the Fire TV from Amazon, you can get the Apple TV app. They are doing a documentary on Louis Armstrong. I have not gotten to watch it yet, but it has to do with being Black in his time. And I guess he wasn't very outspoken all the time, but at least publicly, but in his personal life, he was very much outspoken about things. So I'm interested in watching that. I have it to my saved for later list. So if you do like Louis Armstrong, check out the Apple TV app. I don't know what it costs to join, because we're already in the Apple ecosystem and it's part of one of the packages I buy, but it's definitely, I think, going to be a cool documentary. Let's see here. Susan says, William, I've never heard this before. Richard introduced me years back. We got a CD copy of the Swingle Singers holiday album. It's beautiful. I'll have to look that up. I've never heard of that either. I don't think so. I inherited a lot of records and vinyl from friends, from my family, and even from the people who had our house before us. I have some of their records, so I may have it. Who knows? I don't know how old that is, but I haven't even been through all of the records that I have. Sometimes they're on a shelf, they're displayed nice, but I don't know what I have in my entire collection, which is kind of weird. But I'm waiting to get that new record player so that I can find out, right? Donna says, I still have my parents' record player and all their vinyls. I wish I would have kept the vinyl we had growing up as kids. But we listened the heck out. And talk about having record players that ruin your vinyl, right? We had little kid toy record players that we used. And I'm sure those were not good for the records. But my brother and I would listen to records all the time, and we danced to them, and it was fun. So I wish I still had them, though. Andrew says, I hate 0 day talk, right? Me too. It's not good. It's not good. Suzanne finally finished decluttering the entire house. That's awesome. Congratulations. Congratulations. That's a big thing. And you must feel much lighter, right? Just less stuff, less like that, right? I did that to the car today. I was talking about that earlier if you're just joining in. Cleaned out our car, most of it anyway, and it's nice now. It's quiet and it's nice. Quiet because we fixed parts in it. Let's see here. Bonnie got my Andrew original pendant today. It's beautiful. Awesome. Cynthia says, I also hate a 0 day, right? As small business owners, 1 0 day is hard. 2 0 days, that's starting to get scary. It doesn't take much, especially in these pandemic times. it doesn't take much to fall behind because, right now, we have things that, we're trying to get away from using credit and stuff like that, but we have stuff. We've been forced to do stuff on credit. We have those bills to pay. It's hard. So if y'all want some kits, we're going to show you some kits today, and hopefully you'll grab some, so we can have a not so zero day. We had one sale today. That was nice. But hopefully we'll have more than that after this video. Susan says, we moved into our house on November 3rd, 2003, and the high temperature that day was 83 degrees. That's wild. That's wild. I was looking, Andrew shared when we moved into our home, and I was looking, and it's like, it was late October, and it was a nice day too, because we were sitting out on the swing, and we didn't have like heavy coats on. So, this seems unusual. It feels like it's unusual right now for it to be so nice, but it seems like that's been happening for quite a while now. Andrew said, Thanksgiving is my second favorite holiday, food and being grateful, right? Yeah, I like Thanksgiving a lot. Christmas is probably my favorite. Definitely Christmas is my favorite. And mostly because of the holiday spirit, but also I love just hearing like carolers around and, with the snow falling, hopefully you have snow falling, and just the feeling of the season. But Thanksgiving is probably my second too, I would have to say. Yeah. Donna says mine is all fall themed. Nice. Marianne says can't decorate for Yule until after Remembrance Day. That's what some people say. We don't decorate at all. So what are you going to do? We have cats, and our cats would eat decorations. I know it. They're older now, but they would still do it. I opened the laser last night, and it has the binding strips around the box, and I just cut off the binding strips, and who did I find eating or trying to chew on binding strips? Barnaby. So we know that he would do that. Sandra says, I received my print and pieces I ordered. They're stunning. Thank you. I'm glad you like it. The print is amazing. Cynthia did an amazing job on that, so I'm glad you enjoy it. They're really pretty, and I hope more people buy them. I have to get them in the online store. I don't think they're there yet, because we did them on the show and offered them online on our Facebook page, but I think if they're in the online store, hopefully we'll get more of them out to y'all. Planning wise, Andrew's starting to think of Valentine's. Yeah, Valentine. I'm glad he's thinking of it, because Valentine's always sneaks up on me, especially for the store. I don't know, but I'm glad Andrew's planning for it, because it always seems to like come and I don't have anything ready at the store for it. Let's see. Oh, scrolled, jumped. Sorry. Susan says it's mostly a cappella vocal music. That's cool. That's cool. I'll have to check it out. Donna says I'll have to check that out. I have Apple TV Plus. Good. Yeah, check it out. Check it out. It dates from the 60s. So who knows? Who knows if I have it? You never know. You never know. I think the people in our house, though, we were separating out the albums, and they took most of the Christmas type albums. So I don't know. Andrew says, I sort of want to get my nails done before New York Jewelry Week. When I was growing up, it was frowned upon for boys to paint their nails, but in the shows, we watch men have painted nails, and no one bats an eye, and I think I want to paint them gold. Yeah, go do it. Or do it yourself. Get some nail polish. Paint your nails. I used to paint my nails in college all the time. I did it for quite a while, and then I just stopped. I think because I was doing it so often and changing colors and using nail polish remover, and my nails were getting weak, and I didn't like that feeling, so I stopped doing it. Andrew said, I've never had a manicure, so it might be festive. I've never had one either. No. Cynthia says, I should send you, Andrew, a glass nail file set. It makes your nails mirror shiny and polish goes on nicely. That's good. That's nice. Never heard of a glass nail file. That's cool. Bonnie says, it's so warm and windy here, and my allergies are ramping up again. It is nice now. It is nice now. Andrew says, it was cold, bro. You forget I was shivering my butt off, but we did have an unseasonably warm few weeks because we were able to transplant our plants. I don't know. I was in a little not so heavy coat, but then again, my temperature and Andrew's temperature vary, and my temperature varies quite a bit even for me from one day to the next. So, are y'all good out there? Mostly good. Trying to think if there was something else I wanted to talk about. Oh, I have to turn the camera because I'm going to show you what Andrew finished. Did you see Andrew's finished project? Andrew finished his necklace yesterday and he posted about it. But if you didn't see the finished product, I'm going to show you that live here. And if I think of something else, I'll try and remember it for the end. So let's go ahead and turn the camera around and take a look at some kits. How about that? Let's flip this around and move this over and down and flip. You hear that? The squeaky, squeaky. Let's not mirror. Let's flip the camera. And there we go. There we go. Susan says, tired for no good reason. I'm tired today too, but I kind of have a reason. It's been a busy day. But I have lately been tired for no good reason, often. But I think it's still the long-term effects of COVID hitting me. Our COVID did not go into our chests, but both Andrew and I have had a harder time breathing lately a little bit and catching our breath. Like I've noticed that we're both out of breath more often now and easier than before. So I think part of that is long-term COVID. So I'm hoping that that goes away soon. So if y'all had COVID, it might be why, because apparently that's a real thing and a lot of people are suffering from it right now. Okay, so let's take a look. So here is the necklace that Andrew created, and I wanted to show you like all the details on this. So this is the pendant, which I think is pretty cool. Let me move this up because it's not focusing right. There we go. So this is the pendant. These pendants came out really cool, I think. I think these are awesome. And now that we have our laser again, you can order these pendants and work with them like Andrew did. How about that? I'm going to get them back in the online store soon. We just got to check some of our wood supplies. These are the backs of the pendants. We just got to check some of the wood supplies to make sure we have some in stock. But how about that? Aren't those cool? Anyway, okay, so you probably saw those if you were watching. If not, you can catch back up by watching a rewatch. This is the one Andrew did. He hung this little crystal from that, and then from here, from the big jump ring, he did some chain and some stars. Pretty cool, right? And then made the necklace. This is a really beautiful necklace. AG fine pewter pieces on it. I think this is AG fine pewter, and this is an AG fine pewter clasp. Does not want to sit the way I want it to sit, so we'll let it sit however it wants. Let's get the crystal out there. So there you go. Andrew said, you know, all these years I thought I had super bad allergies, and I probably do, but I also think I have something called vasomotor rhinitis. It's a non-allergic reaction to pressure changes. Well, that makes sense. That makes complete sense. So this is the necklace Andrew did, using many things that you can probably get in our online store or similar things to the online store. And so hopefully you love that, right? So, okay, now let's get to the meaty part of this today, right? Let's get to the meats. And let me see here. Let's take a look at this one. Now, we worked with Green Girl Studios to make some kits while they were here over the summer. And this is kit number 84. Kit 84. And we have one of these available. So you get this Green Girl piece. the little fairy baby in the leaf. You get these cool, these are fun. There's some tulip beads in here in various colors, and check glass. These beautiful things. I love, love, love these. I love these. They're a frosted kind of matte look. Bonnie says that fairy baby is so sweet, right? It's super cute. Super cute. Cindy says the leaf baby is Azalea, modeled after Azalea. Azalea in a leaf. So there you go. Oops, let me put the penny down. That helps sometimes, right? So there you go. See, instantly you know what size those all are now, right? Yeah, that's what I thought. All right, so that is, as I said, kit number 84, and you can find these in the online store in the kit collection. I put the link in the description of this video. So if you're watching this video, you can click that link and go look for them. Go look for them. Go find the goodies, everybody. Go find the goodies. Kit number 85. Kit number 85. Simple one, but beautiful one. So it's this fish button, Green Girl Studios goldfish button. Let's see the loop on the back. And then it's this long strand of miscellaneous check glass. And that's kit number 85. And let's see, I'm probably getting these all out of order. Barb is going to yell at me. Barb is going to yell at me. Getting these all out of order. Let's take a look at kit number 81. You can tell I'm just pulling these randomly because I think they're nice. They're all nice. It doesn't matter what order I pull them in. What's Andrew saying? Azalea had a couple's costume for Halloween. Oh my. Bonnie says that charm would be good for a baby shower gift. That would be. It's heavier than, it's probably too big for a charm. You probably want to use it as a pendant is my guess. It would be a big, big charm. Andrew says, I remember when Azalea was a baby and now she's voting and grown. Okay, so this is kit, what I say, 81. 81, Inspiration Kit 81. And these were, again, kits that we made with Green Girl Studios, helped make these. We used the Green Girl Studios, the Brave Horse. The best hearts are ever the bravest. The beautiful galloping horse on there. And that is a pendant or a charm. Suzanne says, I love kit 81, right? Isn't this awesome? And I love these this cut of this check glass. Kind of a lantern. Love that. You get this nice big strand. So again, if you missed it in the beginning, the inspiration kits are meant to give you a boost of inspiration. Maybe these are colors you hardly ever work with, right? Maybe you don't do anything with horses on them. But you know what? Grab one. Let us send it to you and you can play around with it. And, you know, maybe you'll find something new about yourself or about your work. If nothing else, it might take your mind off of the other stuff you have going on in your working environment there and in your designing environment. And when you focus, you know, on something else for a while, sometimes it frees up your mind to get back to what you were working on and to have, you know, more clarity when you get back to what you're working on. So I think these inspiration kits are great for a number of reasons. Sometimes we all just need to take a break from what we're working on and try something else for a little bit. Try something else for a little bit. Okay, kit 89. Let's try kit 89. Pulling randomly because they're all great kits. You can't go wrong. But this is a pretty one. I love these jewelry tones. So this is Czech glass, and this is kind of it's a red. It's a pinkish red with little black dots. It's kind of like a watermelon. I don't know. Yeah, with the seeds in it, I like it a lot. And you get this very nice red. This is a deep red with a plated finish on it. Like a, I don't know, I wouldn't call it an AB finish. It's kind of like a silvery finish. And then you have this purple with this almost gold-like reflection finish on it in some areas. Look at that. And then you get the lock heart. And this is a button. You can see there it is. There it is. So it's a button. Andrew says, I made a treat last night. I made Rice Krispie treats, but we don't really eat cereal, so I substituted popcorn, added oatmeal and coconut shreds, and it over caramelized. So it was like I made a brittle. It was good. Andrew says, I'm an inventor. It was really good. Andrew says, mercury finish when it's silver. So you call it a mercury finish, I guess. I always call mercury finishes when they're kind of like the mercury glass, when they're not quite all there, but it's still the same. Looks good. Beautiful colors. Like, how can you not like love, like I want to eat those colors. They're so good. I want to eat the colors, everyone. Eat the colors. Remember, please, if you're on YouTube, hit the thumbs up. Just go do it right now. The live chat may be in your way. You may have to clear out the live chat for a moment, but clear that out and hit the like button, hit the thumbs up button. If you're on Facebook, please hit the like button or the love button. The love is even better, right? Send me some hearts out there. Hello, Helen. Thanks for joining us. Andrew says that last one would be great for Valentine's Day, right? I think so. This is kit 90. Excuse me, everybody. This is kit 90. I've been doing a lot around dust yesterday and today. I could not get the dust out of my hair. I washed my hair like 3 times last night. And moving furniture and setting up the laser and just, you know, working with the laser, it's a dusty thing, right? And packing up the old one. And then today, cleaning out the car, very much dusty. So sorry, I may sneeze a few more times throughout this process. Marion says, I would like to drink those colors. Yes, drinking them would be good too. Drinking them would be good too. So this one is kit 90, Inspiration Kit 90. And I love this. It's kind of like a turquoise Czech glass. And these are really, really beautiful. Each of these kits, there are not a lot of them available because, as you're seeing, many of these are vintage Czech pieces. So once we run out of the vintage stock, we can't make any more. We can't make any more. You know, these are some of my favorite. The daggers and things, I love them. But so many people don't try them or don't mess around with them because they think they're too hard to work with. But I know that y'all can do special things with these. And so I encourage you to give things like this a try in your designs because you might find you like them a lot, actually. But daggers are one of the hardest sells for us because people are like, oh, they're going to flip around. That's the point. That's the entire point. They look good when you do them in clusters. Maybe that's too many, but in groupings like this on a necklace or a bracelet. And if they flip around, they flip around, right? Give some movement to stuff, right? And then you get this little birdie, Green Girl Birdie. It's so tiny, I don't know if you can see it, but that's a nice little charm. Nice little charm. So that was kit number 90. Kit 90. Only a few of those available. Vintage pieces means limited supply. Luckily, Andrew has quite a collection of vintage stuff from collecting over the years. So it's not, at least we can make some of these, right? We can make some of these kits. Now we're going to use kit 91. We're going to take a look at that. Kit 91. Andrew said Allison Adorns used to make the coolest bracelets with the serrated dagger beads. Yes, she did. Yes, she did. Andrew says his collection is dwindling. I know. It's sad times. Sad times. He's been making so many kits. So this is like the ones I showed you before, this kind of frosted matte colored ones. These are a little bit smaller, I think, than the other ones, though. Let me just see. These are... Nope, that's just my mind playing tricks on me. They're the same size. So we have that. We have these green, beautiful check glass crystals. Oh, there's our friend Denise. Hello, Denise. How are you? I hope you're doing well. She says, I miss our original beading group. I know. I know. We have a nice group of people, though, right now, and that's really nice. We have classes on Fridays, most Fridays, and we're going to have class this Friday. And we have one woman who comes to us from Johnstown almost every week and comes into class. We have a guy here very close to the cottage who comes in most of the time when he's able to. So it's nice. We have a few more people. Our friend Marilyn from Roman's Pizza in town. She comes in often, sometimes with her kids, and they make necklaces and bracelets. This is the mermaid glass thing. So that's a nice kit. You get this smaller leaf, but an adult leaf fairy. This is not the baby leaf fairy. This is an adult leaf fairy. Andrew says, I need more beads. There are holes on my walls. Right? Right? Yeah, we haven't seen some of our beading friends in a while. I see Laurel once in a while in town, which is nice to catch up with her. I haven't seen Allison in a long time. Allison used to be one of our both Laurel and Allison were teachers for us and helped with our make and takes, but they got other jobs, and Allison's busy running her restaurant, so we don't see much of them. And they all left online. They left the online world for a while because it was getting to be too much, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't blame them one bit. Andrew says, I miss Allison. I saw her once when I got my booster. We talked in the parking lot while we were both shivering. Isn't that crazy? It's nice to catch up, though. Lydia stopped by last week. Yes, Lydia did stop by last week. It's the last time we're going to see her for a while. She's having some things happening, and good. I mean, it's all good. It's all good news. So I'm glad about that. She's doing well. But we won't see her for a little while. So I stopped down for like 2 minutes the other day while I knew she was there to say hi, because I wanted to see her and make sure she was okay. Laurel's daughter is grown now too. Yes, I know. The kids are growing up. The kids are growing up. Maybe I'll see Julie more in Johnstown. Maybe. I know she still comes around, and I'm told sometimes she stops by, but I'm not always there. She comes down oftentimes. I think on times I'm not there. So unfortunately, we don't get to see Julie too much. So we have these in this kit. This is kit number 92. This is kit number 92. I love these. And Denise, you should come in and take classes sometime. Hang out with us. Hopefully one of these days I'm going to get down there to hang out more often too. But Jen has a good time with everybody. She has a lot of fun. And I think people really appreciate her teaching and her ways of doing things. Donna loves daggers. Good. Somebody has to. I love them too. So this is kit number 92, Inspiration Kit number 92. There's a lot in this one. This is a big kit, kind of. There's a lot of stuff you can do, and then you add some of your own stash to this, and you make some beautiful things, right? These are meant to mostly, they're not meant to be able to necessarily make one thing from the kit, though you could. There's enough here, you definitely could, but they're meant to be used with your stash and so that you can add some extra stuff. Suzanne says, I wish I lived closer. Nancy and I want to visit AG. Yeah, we wish you could. We wish you did live closer. Can always move. Can always move, Suzanne, you know. That would be cool. That would be too much fun. Fun overload. We need all the beady people to move to Ligonier. That's what I've decided. All the beady people need to move to Ligonier so that we can all have fun together. Andrew says, maybe we'll start Wednesdays again. Laura, Nettie, and Cindy, and Denise. I don't know if Wednesday is going to be any better. I don't know why Wednesday would be better than Friday. But if it is, you know, who knows? Andrew says, yeah, we announced that I'll be teaching on Fridays when Jen isn't able to come in and folks don't show up. Yeah, the only thing is we announced that after I had already announced we weren't going to have classes because I didn't think we were going to, and then we did, and I think we only gave people like a day notice. So you can't blame that necessarily on that. It's not that they hate you, Andrew. They just didn't know. You know, Facebook doesn't tell people things are happening until after they happen. Marianne says, so we could just take over the town. Yes, that would be wonderful. That would be wonderful. Let's have the beady people take over the town so that the town realizes that we like certain things and that we are important in town, right? Beating people, crafting people, important people. Sometimes don't get shown or don't get told that they're important. And it's a shame because we have a lot of friends who do crafts and beating. Suzanne says, don't tempt me. I'm tempting you, Suzanne. Officially, I'm tempting you. There are houses for sale I can point you to. Andrew will be happy to drop some house links in the comments if anyone wants to move to Ligonier. Andrew says, Jen is the favorite now. It's okay. Well, you know what? A lot of our people do know Jen better than they know me even too. So don't feel so bad. Don't feel so bad. I'm not the favorite either. Donna says, Suzanne, you could all pick me up along the way. Yes, pick up everybody along the way. So this comes with this little charm or pendant, this little flower happy face. And then you get this. This is a lot of purples that I've been showing, right? I must be drawn to them because I keep picking them out. Number 93. Number 93 is this one. Andrew says, I got my eyes set on Johnstown now. We'll see. We'll see. Bonnie says, I need beads in my hand instead of leftover Halloween candy. Y'all, I bought a lot of candy. There were probably close to 1,100 pieces of candy. And they were gone in an hour. An hour and 15 minutes. Okay. An hour and 15 minutes. So, yeah. An hour and 15 minutes. And the candy, 1,100 pieces of candy gone. I didn't even get any to take home. Normally we have like a little bowl or a little bag of candy that we munch on after Halloween. Excuse me. I had none of that. None of that. I brought home one little pack of gummy bears that I saved for Andrew. That was all we had. Helen said, I thought it was canceled. Maybe this Friday then. Jen will be in this Friday. I'm going to try and get in. I don't know what we have going on. Andrew tells me we have some things sometimes. But I think I'm available Friday. I think I'm going to be around. I think it's Saturday I have to help Andrew on Saturday. So maybe I'll actually be in there on Friday and hang out. That'll be nice. I haven't gotten to hang out for a while. Andrew says I could pull a Margot and do real estate. You'd probably love that, actually. You're pretty good at it. Finding houses, anyway. Oh, here's a beautiful color. Bonnie says, wow. Right? I think you mean the candy. That's a lot of candy. Or maybe you meant the kit. I don't know which one the wow was for, Bonnie. Either one, good wow. Gracious, William, that kit is stunning. See, y'all haven't seen these. Thank goodness, because I thought I was going to sit here and y'all were going to be bored to death, being like, oh, he's showing me the same things again. But I know I miss a lot, and I know Facebook does not show everybody everything, because I know we have 8,000 some followers on Facebook, and we get like 10 likes on a post. And if y'all were seeing it, I know you'd be liking them. So I know it's not showing it to everybody. And I'm going to ask y'all, if you do see our posts float in your timeline, even if you're just like floating through the timeline fast, please hit the like, just so Facebook knows to keep showing it to people. Susan says, I want to come too. I'm inviting myself. Let's rent a hippie bus or something. Yes, y'all, everybody come to Ligonier. Everybody come visit. I would love, you know, if y'all got on a bus and showed up in Ligonier, I would be ecstatic. I wouldn't know what to do. Andrew says, I was at the cottage and we don't keep food at the cottage because of mice friends. And I thought about what I would do if someone stopped at the cottage. I'm driving with you on Friday evening? What's Friday evening, Andrew? I thought it was Saturday evening. I thought you were doing your class. I thought that was Saturday evening. Donna says, 92, love that purple. This is kit 94. This is kit 94. Katie Jones is showing us how to do pin backs for pendants. Oh, that's nice. I didn't know I was doing that. You got to put it into my calendar, Andrew, so I know, because I start telling people things. I got a plan for people coming to the store too. Helen says, if you come, or Andrew says, Helen, if you come, you can go with us. That'd be cool. Learn how to do pin backs. Marion says, I don't remember them all either. See, it's hard. There's a lady on the gram named Babs who has a tie to keep mice, has a tip to keep mice out of your house. Use a mesh bag and put cinnamon sticks, cloves, and some other stuff. Andrew made some bags. Andrew made some bags of stuff, and they ate the stuff in the bags. It was like Irish Spring soap and something else. They started eating the bags. Ridiculous. Anyway, let's take a look at this kit. This little mermaid charm. And front and back. And then you get this beautiful strand. These mother of pearl beads. I think these are mother of pearl or shell, something. And then the description should be, I know I'm not giving the best descriptions. They should have descriptions online too, so you can really check them out. And then these are probably one of my very favorite strands that I have seen come out of Andrew's collection in a while. I just love these. They look juicy. They are a cool color. They have a nice shine to them. Andrew says they were like, thank you for the snack bags, right? That's some of the ones I ordered, kit 93. Yes, 93 is beautiful, right? This is 94, right after that. Get in on that, y'all. Get in on that. Oops, that's not the bag. I need to put it in this bag first. These are all available at allegorygallery.com. These are in the online store, waiting for you to decide which ones you want to up your inspiration. Give yourself an inspirational boost. Let's look at 95. I'm just kind of going in order. I'm not going to do them all. Don't worry, everybody. I'm not going to do them all. But this one, Christmas coming up. You want to do some Christmas stuff? But there's a lot of colors. They don't have to be Christmas, right? But look at these. So you get these. Vintage check. You get these large ones. These are nice. Look how pretty those are. Andrew found an 8-bedroom house for $25,000. It's rough, but it could make the cutest B&B. Says, win me the lotto, William. I've been trying. I've been playing the lotto. It's what, $1.2 billion? Last I checked, it was $1.2 billion. And I don't know if I bought tickets. I have to buy tickets, I think. I don't know when it goes off. I've been buying tickets once it got close to $1 billion, went over $1 billion. I'd buy tickets then. And here are these little kind of watermelon-like ones, the reds with the pinkish red with the black dots. And then you get this dragon from Green Girl Studios. So I like this one because it's like, it's kind of Christmas, and then you got the purple thrown in, right? And this is kit 95, inspiration kit number 95 in the online store. Andrew says, the Christmas dragon, like that story people art. Like that story people art? I don't know what that means. There will be signs if we win the lottery, right? There will be signs. There will be a lot of signs if I win the lottery. I'll tell you that. Marianne says, I'll be spending $2K on getting my car ready for winter. I get it. Luckily, our tires passed the inspection, but he says, wow, you have quite the assortment of tread usage on your car, anywhere from a 4 to an 8. I don't know how, because usually the front tire should wear at the same time, but they don't. And we usually get them rotated when we change the oil, but the last few times I think we haven't done that. So the fronts are wearing faster. I get it. We just spent a good chunk of money having that. He's like, this is one of the most expensive wheel bearings that I've seen lately. So I'm like, oh, gee, thanks. That's great. Great to hear. So that's the kind of talk you never want to hear your mechanic say, right? Andrew says, like, look at what we've accomplished and we're not rich. Not at all. If we actually had money, just imagine. Suzanne says, if I win, I'll get everybody here a kit. Nice. If I win billions, I'll get everyone here a few kits. I'll be sending out kits. Here's a prize. Here's a prize. Here's a prize. Andrew says, Appa is front heavy like me. All right. This is kit number 97. 97. Look at these. Now, I don't know if I should say this, but these remind me of tongues. Don't they look like a tongue? Like these tongues are just going to lick you. Dog tongues, cat tongues, and just lick, lick, lick. Okay, enough of that. And then you have these beautiful crystal check glass. There's this. These daggers. Andrew said, he's so nice though, so even when it's bad news, it doesn't even seem bad. I know. Our mechanic, such a nice guy. If you are local to the area and you don't go to Sowers Tire, they call it Sowers Tire, but it's much more than tires. They do pretty much everything. We always get our car inspected there. We get our tires from there. Most of our car work we get done there. And he is so nice that it's like, it's really hard. It's really hard to say no, but they're also the most honest. Like he's like, you need to replace your right rear bearing. You can do the left one if you want, but it's not making noise yet. And it doesn't seem like it needs it. So we'll just do the one unless you want to do both. Like he doesn't make you do anything that you don't absolutely need. And that's what I like, a mechanic, because that's why we keep going back. Because we know if he tells us something needs to be done, it absolutely must be done. Otherwise, he's like, you can wait on that. And he does not try to push a sale. So that's nice. So you get this mermaid with this one too. And this mermaid has a loop at the top. Some of the mermaids are drilled through. This mermaid has a loop at the top. Andrew said the original names for these is duck tongues. Well, there you go. They look like tongues. Didn't know that. Susan said they look like floppy dog ears to me. Yeah, they could be ears too, right? There's nothing like a whole line of just tongues ready to lick you, right? Look at that. That's so weird. Okay, moving on. This is kit number 97. If you'd like to grab that one, there's some fun colors and interesting color combinations in that one, I think. I think we have 3 of those left. Now, if you know me, you know one of my very favorite colors. It's green. This is kit number 98. It's kit number 98. Andrew says, he knows me when I call. I thought it was caller ID, and it isn't because I've seen him answer the phone. Yeah, he knows by voice. He knows what car you have when you call. He definitely does not have caller ID at all, because I called him to say that we wanted to do the right rear bearing with our inspection, because I had originally just told him we're getting the car inspected and I was going to talk to Andrew about the bearing and the price and all that. And I forgot to leave a phone number. So he's like, we're going to do it when I came in today. He's like, we are going to do the bearing, but I didn't have your phone number. So he does not keep phone numbers. He does not have caller ID. He just knows people by their voice and remembers what car they have. I mean, that's good service right there. So here you have these beautiful greens. I love the green. I love the green. You get this acorn with a little bug. The little bug in the acorn. I think that's such a cute little thing. And then you get these little check glass crystals. And that is kit number 98, if you're interested in grabbing one of those. Kit number 98. Ooh, I almost lost one of those. That would have been hard to find. Andrew says somehow you're related to him. Possibly, not technically. Through marriage, maybe. Through marriage, maybe. My cousin on my dad's side is married to someone, I believe, in his family. This is kit number 99. Green again, everybody. But look at this. Look at this one you get in this kit from Green Girl. Isn't that nice? You don't see these colors very often, right? I'm going to take a drink, everyone, so talk amongst yourselves. Okay. So these are amazing. They have a little bit of gold, a lot of beautiful green, beautiful shape. Then you have these, which are even more fun. Beautiful combination of golds and greens. And I'm not even a gold person, but I love this kit. This is kit number 99, inspiration kit number 99. Andrew keeps saying my water's on the... Yes, technically that is my water. I don't know if you could call it water any longer. I have a tendency, if y'all don't know, I drink a lot of water in a day, or try to. So this is my water bottle. You know the Fiji water? This is the biggest one. I think it's the liter, 1.5 liters. And I continually use these bottles over and over and over again. I drink the water that's in it, and then I keep using this until it like falls apart or I lose it somewhere. And I fill it with water, add a little bit of juice to it, and I just drink like 2 to 3 of these a day at least, is what I try to do. And so I do often leave them places though, because you know when you're running around and you're rushing around, it's very easy to leave things. It's very easy to leave things places, and I do that. So I have one here. Andrew said I have Pepsi here somewhere. Yeah, that's me. How about this kit? How about this one? This is kit number 70. And this has a lot in it. This has a lot in it. A lot of fun stuff. So you get these. Andrew's trying to shame me with my drinks. He's trying to shame me. Don't shame me on TV, Andrew. So you get these. Bonnie says, wow, that's good for you to do. I always forget to drink enough. That's the reason I do this. Because if I have this with me all day, I will drink it. But if I have to refill a cup, you know, it's not going to happen. So at least if the juice water is already made, I don't have to go to the sink. I don't have to go to the kitchen and get another cup. Because inevitably, if I have to go get it, that means stopping work, going. And once I'm involved in work, it doesn't happen. So I fill that up. And I have it with me all the time. And then if it does empty out, I'll finally take a break at some point, fill it up again, and then I have it. But if I don't take those with me, and I know I leave them places, but it's better that I have it than I don't. And then we have this. See, Andrew wants to play the shame game. I could shame you, Andrew. Be careful. Be careful. So we have this, which is a very lightly tinted green and kind of gray strand. Then we have this large strand of beads. This large strand of nice green rounds or drooks. These, no, they're not large hole. They look like they're a little larger hole, but they're not large hole. Oh, there's that over there with that one. You actually get 6 of those over there. You get an AG fine pewter bead. This is the moon and tree, the tree and the moon, or it could be a sun. It could be sun, right? It doesn't have to be nighttime. Shame is overrated, says Marianne. So then we have these. Yeah, I don't get shameful about much. I know I leave my drinks everywhere. I know I do it. I have no shame in that. I freely admit it. Then we have these beautiful translucent flowers and these leaves. I love, love, love these little leaf drop beads. They're just so juicy looking. It's like a gummy bear. They're, you know, the good gummy bears. So there you go. That's another kit. Kit number 70, 70. Andrew says, I guess you're keeping hydrated. I'm working on embalming myself with caffeine. Andrew drinks like nothing but coffee. Nothing but coffee. Does not drink water unless sometimes I'll hand him a glass of juice water with his vitamins and make him drink that. It is like Prasiolite, Susan. It really is. It's such a beautiful color. Like, look how it catches the light. Like, you make those into some earrings, they will catch the light. Marianne says, this is a pretty kit. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. And it's green. I love it. I love it. I love it. Something just flew in my eye. I don't know what. The good eye, not the already red eye. Hopefully the good eye doesn't go red too. Bonnie says, I drink a lot of coffee too. I'm trying to kick the habit. Yeah, I still drink some decaf, but only like when I'm treating myself to like a mocha, a decaf mocha, or I don't just drink like a cup of decaf coffee. I used to drink my coffee black mostly, but now I don't really drink much. I don't really drink much. What's this one? Ooh, I do like this one. I like this one. Andrew says, I drink mostly cowboy coffee. Andrew says, I drink water, but privately. Don't let him fool you, folks. He does not drink that much water. Well, of course I would pick the bag with the strand that's coming apart. So you would get a strand of these, possibly on a strand, possibly in a bag, depending on which one of these you get. So you get that, which these are really cool. They're frosted little rectangles, and they have kind of an AB coating to them. They have a nice little flashy color to them. And then you get these little carved little bears. I don't know if you can see that. Can you see that that's a little carved bear? They're hard to see. Let me see if I have a white. Maybe you can see it better on white. I don't know. There they are. And then you get these AG fine pewter. I believe these are the coyote claw. I think these are the coyote claw. These might be the badger claw. I think the badger claw is much bigger though. I think these are coyote claw. And then you get this little bag of goodness. Bag of goodness. All different colors. There's some blues in there, some blacks, some pinks. So you get that. That's that kit. This is kit number 68. And these are also available in the online separately in, I think, all 3 finishes: antique gold, antique silver, and antique copper. Susan can't do black coffee. Cindy says, oh no, if I don't have 2 to 3 cups a day, I'm cranky, and trust me, you don't want that. Yeah, if you watch these videos, when I was detoxing from, I guess you call it that, from the caffeine and the coffee, I was also giving up alcohol in the same time period. So I started giving up caffeine and alcohol at the same time. I tried to be as pleasant as I could. I will say that. I know I did not accomplish that feat of being pleasant all the time. That's for sure. Andrew says cowboy coffee, cold black coffee. I basically make my coffee the night before. Yeah, he makes it the night before, shuts off the coffee pot, and drinks it the next day. Bonnie says, I would add some milk in there and then I would be happy. Andrew says, I thought about getting one of those cold brew setups, but we're short on counter space already. It's true. We don't have much counter space. We have a pretty small kitchen. But it does its job for us. Susan says, how on earth, Andrew, does your tummy handle that, right? Suzanne drinks her coffee black. That's what I used to do, mostly black coffee. I did like some creamers and stuff once in a while. I would get on a kick and drink it with creamer, but mostly I just drank black coffee, because if you can drink black coffee, you can drink caffeine anytime, right? You don't have creamer, you don't have sugar, it doesn't matter. You just drink the black coffee and you're good to go. Marion says coffee is best black and hot. Cindy says, I gave up alcohol when my father passed in 2008. However, I do toast to him with apple whiskey every year. Yeah, I gave up alcohol. I will have a drink now and then for a special occasion. Or, you know, if we're like out at a big event and the alcohol is being poured, and I'll be like, okay, especially in social situations, because my social anxiety can flare up and the alcohol does help take that off. I just have to watch to be that I don't overdo it, because if I overdo it, I will get anxious, or the next day I will be very anxious. But I don't think I've had any caffeine since I gave up caffeine, except once when Starbucks accidentally gave me, actually I think it was my fault. I think I accidentally ordered caffeinated coffee. I didn't check the box for decaf, or maybe I did and they just gave it to me, but I try to place the blame on me rather than other people when I can. Andrew said, I used to drink iced coffee and added lots of cream and sugar, but I would break out so bad. Susan says, Cindy, that is a sweet tradition. It is. That is a sweet tradition. So here is a lovely, like this strand on its own of this graduated glass is worth the cost of admission. Bonnie says, that's me too, William. After I got cancer, alcohol just didn't work for me. Yeah, I don't know. And I'm sorry about that. That's why you had to give it up. But mine is for anxiety mostly. And I loved wine, but it was pretty easy for me to give it up mostly because toward the end, I was getting very, very anxious. And I knew that was probably one of the reasons. And it was giving me headaches. I was getting a lot of headaches with wine. And it was sad because I like it, but it made it easier for me to give up. Caffeine was a little bit harder, but I knew that caffeine was causing some of my jittery anxiety. And so that being the case, it was pretty easy to give up. Bonnie says, yes, I get instant headaches too. Yeah, I can drink a glass of wine and end up with like a migraine. It's no fun. So when we do go out and drink, sometimes I'll have wine. I try and get drier wines because they do it less to me, it seems like. The fruitier wines seem to give me more of a headache. But sometimes I'll get like a vodka tonic because those generally don't give me headaches. Andrew says, we don't drink very much anymore. It was easier to give it up when you gave it up. Yeah, one of us does it. It's easier, right? Like going vegetarian. We both decided to do it, so it was easy to do. Although we're craving fried chicken, both of us, and fish. I'm craving fish like crazy lately. So I don't know. I don't know what that means. So this is an AG Fine Pewter toggle. This is the floral toggle, and this is in antique gold. So you get that with this kit too. This is kit number 63, if you're wondering. Kit number 63. Andrew says, I do like a festive cocktail. Sometimes, right? You always did like your cocktails. I like I'm pretty simple. I don't like to get too froofy with my cocktails or too fruity or overdone. I just think my vodka tonic's really good vodka, you know. I don't know about good. Like, I like Sky vodka. That was one of my favorites. Sky vodka was one of my favorites. And so I would have a Sky and tonic. Let's see. Where am I in these kits? What do I want to show you next? Ooh. Sometimes I forget we had these kits. So it's not just you all, believe me. Like, I do not remember this kit. I don't even remember taking a picture of this kit. This is kit number 73 coming up that I don't remember at all. Bonnie says, fried chicken is so good, but so naughty, right? It is. It's naughty. We don't need it to live. We don't need to kill the chicken to live. That's why it's naughty for me. But sometimes I want it. I still have not been able to find anything that's like a real fried chicken. Even though there's a lot of wonderful foods out there that are vegetarian and vegan, I still haven't found a fried chicken. Let's see here. Andrew says, not too festive for my drinks, right? Cindy says, eat the fish. Zelia is liking it. Yeah, I know. But they're little creatures too. I am a vegetarian because I don't like the idea that we're killing animals. So if any of y'all out there were wondering why I decided to do that, that's why. Andrew did it because he felt better not eating meat. But I did it because I don't like killing things, and to be able to live if I don't have to, at least things with brains and, you know, all that. So it's hard for me to decide to eat things again because it's hard, you know. I like the animals. Susan says there are some very fine plant-based foods out there. Yes, we do get some beautiful chicken nuggets, fake chicken nuggets from Corn Brand. We love those. But I feel like every time I eat them, I break out in hives. And so that's not quite so good. But the last time I didn't, so that's promising. Andrew said, Cynthia and I went to a bar in San Francisco, and the dude had more of my drink than I did while he was testing it while making it. That's funny. Cynthia says, good gig, right? Cynthia says, I can't give up fried chicken. I know. Oh, it's so hard. I wish some brand would make like a lifelike fried chicken, and then that would be delightful. Andrew said, there's a new reality show on cocktails. Yeah, there is, right? This is kit number 73. Honestly, there's a lot of this kit left, and I don't remember taking a picture, so I hope it's actually on the online store, because I honestly don't remember this one. I remember a lot of these. This one I don't. Susan says, I'm with you, William, on being a vegetarian. Yeah, I don't like killing the animals. Like, it's not our job to kill them, right? We can live without them. Let them be. I don't know. But I'm not like so far into it. You know, I'm not like in PETA or, you know, going to yell at you if you buy leather shoes. I try and stay away from that kind of stuff too. But I have like leather journals and things like that. I'm not perfect. None of us are perfect. You get these beautiful faceted freshwater pearls. Andrew says it does exist. Big Lantern in San Francisco. Well, you should have brought me some, Andrew. He didn't bring me any. He's the only one that's gotten to experience that. I still don't know if it's real. Andrew may have just dreamed it. He was dreaming of fried chicken. You get these. Look at these. These are beautiful little crystal points. And then all these beautiful shell and mother of pearl things. And these are beads. They have holes somewhere. There they go, top to bottom. Cynthia must have had the same dream. That place was killer. Andrew says it wouldn't have lasted down the block, let alone across the country. See? You get these. These have holes too. They go top to bottom on the wide side. Look at that. That's like a hologram. That's so awesome. You get this larger one here, hole through it. You get these little ones, and you get these. I don't know why these kits are not sold out. Like I said, maybe, hopefully they're in the online store. I'm going to make sure if somebody out there can check kit number 73. because these are beautiful. But I do bet they don't photograph as well as they look. That's probably one of the reasons. They probably look kind of less flashy in a photograph, because it's hard to capture these kind of things in a photograph because they kind of don't look until you pick them up and move them and you see the light change. So if you're watching this, this is a beautiful kit number 73. Bonnie says, I love the abalone, right? Beautiful. Oh, and you also get this. I didn't mention that. That's an Allegory Gallery fine pewter piece, Little Mermaid. You get that too. Andrew says, Cynthia can vouch. Basically, we just eat when we go to San Francisco. Cynthia says, that's the best thing to do, right? I wouldn't know. I never get to go. Poor William always has to stay home. Poor William doesn't get the best vegetarian, vegan fried chicken in the world. Nope. I just have to stay home, wallow in my non-fried chickenness. Student says, sometimes things want to stay hidden until they want to be noticed, right? It's true. Andrew's scouting food places near our New York Airbnb that we got for New York Jewelry Week. So I think this is going to be the last one I'm going to do. I'm going to do one more. This is kit number 71. This is kit number 71. It has this nice long strand. Tiny violins are playing, says Susan. See? Nobody knows, right? This is kit number 71. Bonnie says, I really like kit 71. That's this one. Kit number 71 has all this beautiful ceramic. This is, I think, fossilized palm, I want to say, or coral. Palm and coral look the same to me. So Andrew can either tell me if he remembers, or it should be in the description. And then you get these little check glass trilobite, I want to say, trilobites. And then the check glass ammonites. So this is kit number 71. Cindy said, fried chicken is what broke Sheila of her vegetarian streak. See, it's a powerful force, that fried chicken. Powerful force. Okay, so this is next to the last of what I'm going to show you today. Maybe we'll do another recap tomorrow of there's some online store things or some more kits. Who knows what we're going to get into tomorrow. But I like doing these recaps once in a while because obviously I'm seeing things I didn't even see. And if I didn't see them, you probably didn't always see them either. Andrew said, I used to eat on a poor art student budget, so while my budget has not increased drastically, I can explore much more things. We're going to have to have a sale for our food budget. We're going to have a sale for the entire budget. Let's just have a sale for everything. This one is the last one. This is kit number 74, also called Cloudless Climbs. And this is one that Cynthia put together. Cynthia put this together while she was here. Cloudless Climbs. And this one is hard. This one's hard. Sorry. This one's just hard to show because it's all in pieces. But you get the opalite in 2 different sizes. You get this Allegory Gallery fine pewter bird. Little charm bead. It's actually a bead. It has a hole through. You turn it into a charm. You get these beautiful vintage glass pieces. Cynthia says, I thought that one was good. It is good. This is one of my favorite ones. And I don't know why we still have it because it's like, it like glows. Like, it's beautiful. And then you get these little crystal faceted rounds in 2 different sizes. You can get one of these. Beautiful, beautiful ones. And I love this brown and blue together. I love the brown and blue together. Bonnie says, that is super pretty. Cindy says, yeah, I did. Beautiful colors. She counted all the beads, said Andrew. Yes, she counted out every one of these beads to make sure you all get the same amount in each kit. Andrew says, it's got the juice, right? This is a beautiful kit. Like, if you don't think so, take my word for it. It's a beautiful kit. I don't know why we still have them. And we still have a number of them. I thought this would sell out like immediately, everybody. I thought it would sell out immediately, and it has not. So Cloudless Climbs is still available in the online store. I think like you could make a lot of pretty earrings and things with this, or a beautiful, gorgeous bracelet. Add to it, make a necklace. It's got the juice. So Cloudless Climbs, or kit number 74. I think it's actually listed as Cloudless Climbs though, because Cynthia named it. So it has a name. Some kits just get a number. Andrew says, do you think people are just over kits? Maybe. Maybe they don't want any more kits. I don't know. We'll see if we get any sales after this. Who knows? Who knows? So far in the online store, we are negative $3.45 today because we refunded shipping. That's probably what that is. So that was our sales for the day in the online store, negative. How about that? Told you it's slow, everybody. If you weren't listening or watching in the beginning, I was talking about how it's slow in November. We've had some no sales days. We've had some low sales days. At least today we made one sale in store. So there you go. Suzanne says, I like kits. Cynthia says, I made a necklace and earrings and there was still stuff left. Nice. Hello, Lorraine. You're just tuning in. We are just getting to the end. Just getting to the end. Bonnie says, honestly, I'm just not a kit person. Not everyone is. Not everyone is. We get it. But we also try not to make kits that are, you have to make into a certain thing. You know, we've had some of those, but we prefer to make kits that are just coordinated in some way so that you can do your own thing with them. I don't know. Some people do really like to make the thing, right? The kit comes with instructions and you make the thing, and that's great. But that's not us generally. So our kits are a little bit different in that way. But yeah, not everyone's a kit person. Some people just want to buy the strands by themselves. That's okay too. Lorraine says, not yet. Love the kits. Suzanne says, but it's holiday season. Get presents. Yes, get presents, everybody. Buy presents. Helen said this 74 would be good if you missed the make-along kit, right? Yeah, it would be. Andrew says no sales November. That's knocking on wood for not having no sales November. We need sales in November. Susan says, I like that your kits are open-ended. That's the way I prefer. Like if I were doing a lot of making, which I don't, I know, but if I were, I would prefer to have an open-ended. I don't necessarily like having a particular project in mind. I guess sometimes it's good if you want to fill your time, but when you already know what's going to come out in the end, to me, that's a little bit not exciting, right? Now, if you're learning technique, sometimes doing something that comes out in the end in a certain way is the best way to learn a technique. That's for certain. But if you're just experimenting and playing, I prefer to have open-ended stuff. Marianne says, I agree, Helen. I thought it would mesh well with the Winter Garden. Yeah, Cloudless Climbs and Winter Garden, that could be a nice combination. That would be a nice combination. Bonnie says, I don't have enough space for all the things I don't use, right? Andrew says, yes. Otherwise, we're going to close. Yeah, we have no sales November. It keeps up like that. We will close down the physical store. That's just the way it is. We want to keep that open, but you know, not to our own detriment. Not to our own detriment. We've been through the pandemic years. We're still going through them, but we've gotten to the point where, you know, it used to be one of those things like, oh, don't even talk about closing the store. We never wanted to talk about. And now we're to the point where like, yep, we will close if we have to. Like, we're not letting this take down everything. We love our store and we want it to do well. And I'm going to flip the camera around while I'm talking about this. We want our store to do well. and we see the value, and we want it to be a valuable resource for people and a safe space. We consider it a safe space for anybody who needs to come in and not feel judged. And we are happy to provide that. And it's a very important thing to us that there is something like that. But unfortunately, if it doesn't do well, we have to close. So hopefully we don't have to close. Hopefully you like kits and you'll buy kits. Because if online sales pick up, then that helps support the store too, right? It goes back and forth. I just noticed I have something here. I whacked myself. I was setting up the laser last night, and I was messing with the window because the laser has to be aired out the window. So we put it in the window in the dining room, and the only window we have is on the side, because the other windows are where the catio is. And so we had to stick it out the side. We didn't want it going out the same window as the catio or make the cat sick with exhaust fumes, of course. So I was messing with that window. We don't mess with that window very much. And there's an old pull down shade. And I accidentally, tapped it. And the whole thing came crashing down on my face. So it hit me here, and it looks like it hit me here. So there you go, right? There you go. So that's probably what that is. If you've been wondering, why does he have the mark on his face? Oh, what's Andrew say? Another one of my friends is closing their bead store. She said she got tired of losing money. Sad, right? Andrew says they can have a safe space on our porch. There you go. And Cynthia says it's hard to compete. It is. Susan says, I just wish I was closer. We wish you all were closer. I said, you all want to move to Ligonier. We'll have the biggest, best beading community around. And we'll have a lot of fun together. Anybody want to move? Anybody want to live here? We'll have a lot of fun. So yeah, imagine if we had like all of you out there. Like we have 18 viewers right now. Imagine if all 18 viewers lived here. How much fun we would have. That's pretty fun. And then all of y'all who watch the rewatch, y'all come down too. Hang out with us. That would be so much fun. Amanda says we should all move to Ligonier. That would be fun, right? Andrew keeps saying Moxham. Move to Moxham. Moxham's close. We can visit. They can visit the store up there. Andrew says my eye is puffy. It looks like we got into a fight. Yeah, it looks like Andrew got punched. I got punched. Household. The house is punching me. Amanda says we would have beating parties all the time. Yeah, we would. We would probably never sleep. We would just have continuous beating parties with everybody. That would be fun. I'll go take a nap. Andrew will take over. Andrew goes take a nap. I'll take over. Then Jen will take over. And then someone else will take it. That would be so much fun. Lorraine says, someday I hope to visit. Hopefully soon. Because if we keep having no sale days, we're not going to have a place to visit. I guess we'll still have a store in Moxham. Andrew says we're going to move into the 8-bedroom place he found, right? Sandra said that would be so cool. I know, right? Just constant beating, constant creativity, constant inspiration. That's the thing about a community, right? And that's what I love about our beating classes and stuff, and our design challenges group, is that it's constant community and constant inspiration from that community. Everybody does things differently, right? Nobody does things exactly the same, and everybody helps propel one another on and keeps pushing one another to do things and to try new things. And I think that's what's really fun. I think that's what's really fun. A beating commune, right? I don't know. Then people start talking about us. We're just a community. We're just a beating community. Start saying commune, you're going to get in trouble. They're going to think it's a cult. The allegory cult. So yeah. Bonnie says, I started beating when I had cancer 20 years ago, and the community really helped me to get through the tough days. That's the thing. We've heard that from numerous people who have had sicknesses, whether it's just a short-term thing or a long-term thing, or cancer, or, a lot of people, and anxiety too, like mental illnesses as well. A lot of people have talked about how the beating community helps and how having a community helps. And that is, one of the biggest reasons why we still have the store. We have had people come into the store who are on oxygen, who can't get around very well, who are sick, who, I'm having my surgery tomorrow, but I wanted to come in for one last time with friends to hang out before I have to, be in the hospital for months, or be at home bedridden for months after my surgery. So it's one of those things that the community is very important, and the store is very important to us. So that's why we're like, please buy some beads, because we want to keep that community, and we want to be here for when you all do actually come and visit us. And when you're able to come visit us, we want to be here to visit with you, and to have a store and have a place to go. Let's see here. Suzanne, yeah, an AG package just got delivered. Nice, nice. Andrew says, I've been working on my sister to move here. They made progress. They come up once a month, right? Andrew says, I could have a cult. Communards of beads, right? Cindy says, you can visit us too. I know, we got to get down there to visit too. It's just too expensive for us to move. We could never move down there. We could never afford it, especially now. Like, you got in, I think, when it was easier, at least a little bit. We could never, like, we were looking at our price range, and it was like the walls, at least, of the building were still standing. I'll say that. And they were brick, like concrete bricks, and the walls were still standing. And that's about what we could afford. There was nothing else inside or on top. Marion says, t-shirt, allegory cult member, right? Andrew said, we were going to go down, but Azalea said she had plans this week. Yeah, Andrew was going to surprise visit, and just show up. Probably not. But he was going to surprise y'all and say, I'm heading down. We got so much going on, though. We got to get through the end of this year. Yeah, Andrew says, I found a burnt out trailer for $120,000. Right? So yeah, that's what we're up to. So I hope you all are doing well. Thank you for watching. I'm gonna go. We're gonna have to eat something. I don't know what Andrew wants to eat. Been talking about fried chicken. Now all I want is fried chicken. But we did talk about chicken nuggets. So maybe we'll have some nuggets and some wraps tonight, unless Andrew wants something else. Or maybe he's making something already. I don't know. I don't think there's much left in the house to make. We shop like every other day for groceries so that we don't spoil anything. Spoils, and somehow stuff still goes bad. But I think we're down to it's a shopping trip day today, I think, again. Andrew says by surprise visit he means registering for a show and lining up appointments, right? Andrew says it's over. What's over? It's over. Lorraine says thanks, William. Thank you all. Bonnie says thanks, guys. Thank you too. We hope you all have a wonderful evening, and we are going to see you tomorrow. I don't know what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to be here. Andrew says, like, going off script. We're always off script. There's no script. All right, everyone. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful evening. I hope you all do well. Get some rest, y'all, if you need it, or stay up and make beads, or stay up and make jewelry, or stay up and make crafts. If you want to, do what you want. Have a good time. Have a great evening. We'll see you here tomorrow. Bye, everybody.